I'm Michael from the group of Existentialism. I would like to share something about it. First, let me share something about philosophy. Philosophy means love of knowledge. One of the important means of getting knowledge is education. Philosophers states different theories on education. Another contradiction is that philosophies can be changed through education. In this study, the relevance of existentialism in modern education is discussed. Recently, we presented the pictures about existentialism and asked some students about what was the first thing that came to their mind after they saw the pictures. They said that the word freedom, existence, anxiety, and absurd are the first thing that came to their mind. First, the word freedom. It is related to existentialism because it emphasizes the freedom of human beings to make choices. Second, the word existence. It says that the existence is the basic value of every man, and the significance of every value lies upon the circumstances pertaining to man's existence. Next is the word anxiety. It is generally held to be negative, feeling arising from the experience of human freedom and responsibility. And lastly, the word absurd. It is the idea about how people live their lives. Now let's discuss existentialism. The existentialism comes from the word existential, combines the two words existence and essence. Where existence comes from the word exister, means to stand out, where essence means meaning or purpose. And this etymology tells us what an existential question is. A question concerning the essence of what it means to be alive, such as, what's the meaning of life, what's the meaning of existence, who am I, what's my true nature, what's my true identity, what's my greater purpose, how should I live my life, what is death, what happens when we die, is there a God, and if so, what is her nature? Existentialism is a philosophy that emphasizes individual existence, freedom, and choice, because it is the view that humans define their own meaning in life and try to make rational decisions despite existence in an irrational universe. It focuses on the questions of human existence and the feeling that there is no purpose or explanations at the core of existence. It holds that, as there is no God or any other extrinsic force, the only way to encounter this nothingness is by embracing existence. Among the best-known existentialist philosophers are Soren Kierkegaard, Martin Heidegger, Jean-Paul Sartre, and Albert Camus. These philosophers contributed the most especially in existentialism. First, Soren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher born in Copenhagen, also known as the father of existentialism. He also believes that human existence is individual in character and never social. He also leaves one of his remarks: life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. If we go back to the quote, the experience of life, good and bad, help us mature. Of course, no one likes to suffer the time, but often people look back and that they have matured. Learning the experience is the best way. When we are too busy trying to find a solution, we miss the golden opportunities that may only come once in a lifetime. Next philosopher is Martin Heidegger, a German philosopher whose work is associated with phenomenology and existentialism. His ideas have exerted influence on the development of the European philosophy. One of his remarks is, every man is born as many men and dies as a single one. For me, my interpretation of this quote is, at birth, a person has the potential to become various different people through the circumstances they experience and the decision they make. In death, your personality is finalized, with every choice in your life having created the person you are, and the dismissing person you could have been. Next philosopher is Jean-Paul Sartre, a French philosopher and principal spokesman for the existentialism movement in post-war France. He also an atheistic existentialism. He also believes that essence is created by existence. Human nature is a product of existence. And one of his remarks is, existence precedes and rule essence. The idea that existence precedes essence is that for human beings, there is no predefined pattern that we must fit into. We live our lives, and that term it defines what we truly are, not any idealized of characteristics. The first one is Albert Camus. He is known as a French-Algerian journalist, editor and editorialist, playwright and director, novelist and author of a short story, political essayist and activist, and arguably, although he came to deny it, he also lives a remarkable saying, "I would rather live my life as if there is a God, and die to find out that there isn't, than live as if there isn't, and to die to find out that there is." In this one life, in this universe, I would rather live my life as thought that there is no God and simply die. I find to believe that you can find out that there is no God once you have died as an absurd. Because, for that to be true, there must be an afterlife, which calls into our questions how there can be an afterlife without a God. If by God existed will change the course of the universe, then I would definitely believe in Him and die to find out that He exists. And now, let me share the key themes and messages of existentialism. The first one is a philosophy as a way of life. Philosophy should not be thought of primarily either as an attempt to investigate and understand the self or the world, or a special occupation that concerns only a few. Rather, philosophy must be thought of as fully integrated within life. Second is anxiety and authenticity. Anxiety. The key idea here is that the human existence in some way on its own. Anxiety is the recognition of the fact, and authenticity is evaluating solely in terms of measurable outcomes of the production was seen as reinforcing of secularization of institutional, of political, economical, and social life. Next is the word existence. Existence, for many existentialists, authentic existence involves a certain tension, be recognized and lived through, but not to resolve. This tension may be between the animal and the rational, or facticity and transcendence. The last one is the crowd. Existentialism generally also carries a social or political dimensions. Insofar as he or she is authentic, the freedom of human being will show a certain commitment and resolution. Hopefully, all of you learned something about our presentation today. From the group of Existentialism, I'm Michael Taladro, presenter.